Welcome students, I am Nafiza, your social science teacher. Today's video we will discuss the topic soil as resource along with classification of resources with the help of India political map. Before we start today's topic, let's recapitulate the points we have discussed so far. First, we have started this lesson with the definition of a resource, followed by classification of resources in detail, and then we have discussed about sustainable development and Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit, followed by resource planning in India, the reason for resource planning and the way to do resource planning, and then finally with conservation of resources. With this resource topic has been completed, and then we have started on next topic, land resource. Under land resource we have discussed about the land relief features of India, and then land utilization pattern in India with the help of two pie diagrams, and then we have discussed the reasons for land degradation and the measures to overcome the problem. Let's start today's video with the topic soil as a resource. Soil as resource. First, let us find out the difference between what is land and soil. Can you tell me what is the difference between the land and soil? If you remember well, from in class 7th, I have learnt about the earth, the model of the earth. Like suppose this is the earth, which is been not exact circular, but just imagine. Then you will have core, mantle. Do you remember it? It's been divided. The globe is earth is divided into three layers: core, the inner core, and the outer core, and the mantle. And the outer layer of the earth is known as crust, which is only few kilometers long. This is the crust layer on which the life survives. This crust layer consists of the water body and the land area. Okay, remember you have studied now the earth consists of 3/4 of water and 1/4 land. So in that 1/4 land, few places we have plain area, few places we have plateau area, and few places we have hills and mountainous areas. So based on that climate of that region, topography, and the humus availability, vegetation available, the top layer, okay, on this the layer, the soil, leading to the formation of a soil which is different for different regions. So in this topic, in today's video, we will study in what way soil is being formed, and then in what way soil acts as a resource. The uppermost layer of the earth crust, which is loose, broken, and useful for plants, is called as soil. Soil consists of mineral matter such as sand, clay, and organic matter such as humus, bacteria, and earthworms. Soil is formed mainly due to the process of weathering. Weathering away in the sense breaking into pieces. Due to continuous exposure to heat and cold, the rocky material breaks into pieces, leading to the weathering and formation of soil. As a result of weathering, a layer of loose rock materials is formed on the land surface. If this layer remains undisturbed for a very long period, then chemical, physical, and organic changes takes place in it. This one leads to the formation of a soil. Let's have a look at the factors which influence the soil formation process. First one, climate. Climate decides the rate of weathering and the type of vegetation. Suppose if it is a dry region, then what happens that the climate is hot climate, very hot climate, then it leads to dry region, lower water facility available, then exposure to severe heat leading to formation of a desert type of vegetation. Suppose if it is the climate is mountainous hilly area, and in that area suppose if we get good rainfall, then we can find good vegetation leading to the formation or type of soil as mountainous soil. Then topography of the land means the area of the land decides the accumulation of soil, and the nature of parent rock, it decides the composition and texture of the soil. Vegetation decides the amount of humus available in the soil. Okay, this one shows the soil profile. If you remember in your lower classes, you might have done one experiment of soil profile. Then the topmost layer of the soil is referred to as the topsoil or the upper soil layer, where actual vegetation depends upon. Then subsoil, weathered rocks, sand or silt. If you go from the bottom, then as I have said you, the earth, outer layer of the earth is known as crust. So this soil profile is of the crust layer, outer layer, the crust layer, how it is been divided. The bottom one is the unweathered parent bedrock, means very thick bedrock you can find here. Then comes the substratum, stratum in the sense layer, substratum, subdivision of the layer. Here we can find weathered parent rock material. So this bedrock material, due to exposure to cold, heat, chemical and physical changes, it weathers away. So it refers to as weathered rock material. Then above that we can find the subsoil. Subsoil consisting of weathered rocks, sand, silt and clay. When it comes to the topsoil, actual vegetation goes on, and even the soil which we can find, which is different in different places, which we'll discuss in detail while discussing about classification of soil. Now let's go with textbook reading. Soil is the most important renewable natural resource. What do they say here? Renewable natural resource. Renewable, which can be renewed again and again. If you remember class 9th, you have studied about Jumming cultivation, where you have studied that first the type soil is crop is been, or plantation is been burnt, and then they'll throw the seeds into it, wait for the crop. Many tribal people will follow this method, and different places it has different names. Before monsoon season they'll do it. Remember Jumming cultivation? Now it's totally banned, where they'll grow the crop for 4 to 5 years. Again they'll come back to the same land, because it's a renewable soil. Again it gets renewed. But nowadays, as the population has increased and the land is limited, what we are doing, soil also fixed. What we are doing, we are extracting more from the limited soil, availability of soil, and not giving time for the soil to renew itself. That's the problem. Otherwise soil is a renewable natural resource. Okay, it's the medium of plant growth and supports different types of living organisms. The soil is a living system. It takes millions of years to form soil. Up to a few centimeters only, it takes some millions of years, as we have studied for minerals also. The same condition for soil also. Relief, parent rock or bedrock, then climate of the place, then vegetation of the place, and other forms of life and time are the important factors in the formation of the soil, as we have seen just in the PPT there. Various forces of nature, such as change in temperature, actions of running water, wind, glaciers, activities of decomposers, all these contribute to the formation of different types of soil. Suppose if you look at temperature, change in temperature, hot temperature, we can find arid soil, and due to the actions of running water, we can find alluvial soil. Wind and glaciers leads to the formation of more of water eroded area, then again it leads to laterite soil, which we discuss in detail. So all these factors decides the type of the soil. Along with that, chemical and organic changes which take place in the soil are also important. They also affect the nature of the soil or the type of the soil. And soil also consists of organic and inorganic materials. On the basis of factors responsible for soil formation, color, thickness, texture, age, chemical and physical properties, the soils can be classified into different ways, which we'll discuss now in detail. There are 6 types of soil: alluvial soil, red soil, black soil, laterite soil, desert soil and mountain soil. Let's discuss these types of soil with the help of India map. So in your textbook India map, clearly they have given the major soil types in India. As you can see, forest and mountainous soil can be found in the north and the northeast regions of India, and you all know very well know what do we have in these areas. Here we have Himalayan mountains. So Nepal and Bhutan also mountainous soil, but we are discussing only about India. Okay, due to the availability of mountains here, it leads to the formation of forest and the mountain soil. And then comes the second layer, which is the alluvial soil. Here we can find this part. This overall part is so this the main reason for the formation of the alluvial soil is the rivers. Okay, whenever the river flow, along with them they carry the sediments, and the accumulation of those sediments leads to the formation of alluvial soil. Then if you look at here, we have Himalayan mountains. So from the Himalayan mountains, many perennial rivers flow. Perennial rivers in the sense the rivers which flow throughout the year. Indus, Ganga, Brahma, and from this side Brahmaputra river flow. When these rivers flow, along with them they carry the sediments, and those sediments got deposited here, leading to the formation of the alluvial soil. You can find even the alluvial soil flowing towards Gujarat and Rajasthan area also. Along with that, you can find alluvial soil near the eastern coastal plain. This region, eastern coastal plain region, also you can find the formation of alluvial soil, because here when it comes to north side, it's the Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus rivers. It leads to the formation of alluvial soil. And when it comes to eastern coastal plain, here the rivers like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, these rivers carry the sediments, leading to the formation of alluvial soil in the eastern coastal plain. And then let's discuss about the arid soil. Arid soil which is found near the west side of Rajasthan area, and we all know the reason here. Can you tell me the reason? The formation of arid soil, very less rainfall here. In this region receives very little or no rainfall at all. No rainfall and high temperature, it leads to weathering away of the rocks and the formation of arid soil or sandy soil. Then now let's look at the next type of soil. Next type of soil, black soil. These regions consist of the black soil. Students, can you recollect how the black soil is been formed? Okay. Black soil is formed when after volcanic eruption, it leads to the formation of lava cooling down of lava, leading to primary rock, and that primary rock, when it weathers away, it leads to the formation of black soil. And how do you find any volcanic mountains in this region at present? No. But if you remember in your class 9th lesson, second lesson, physical features of India, you have studied a tectonic plate movement. Tectonic plate movement, suppose this is the globe, so many tectonic plates on the globe, and we had Eurasian. Now whatever continent we are watching now, actually those are the recent formed ones. Otherwise earlier all the land area is together known as Pangaea. Then later on, due to the crust layers on the earth, the tectonic plate movement, all this land area got segregated into different branches, and this southern part has come down, known as Australia, Indo-Australian plate. Actually it is India is part of Indo-Australian plate, which has come towards the Eurasian plate, and then here leading to the formation of Himalayan mountains and then northern plains. These two, Himalayan mountains and northern plains, are newly formed landforms. If you remember class 9th second lesson, we have discussed about this. Okay, which clearly then this southern plateau region, especially this southern plateau region, belongs to this Indo-Australian plate, which is the oldest land mass. That's what we can find long before some volcanic eruption happened, leading to the formation of the black soil in this region. At the same time, in this region, Chota Nagpur plateau, we say lot many minerals are available in this region. It's the oldest landform, and we have studied also for formation of minerals it takes some thousands of years, which proves that especially this southern plateau, including this northeastern states, all this one belongs to the oldest landform. When it comes to Himalayan mountains and northern plains, these are the new landforms. As you have studied, this black soil is good for growing cotton also, okay, which we'll discuss in detail while lesson reading goes on. Then we have another type of soil known as red and yellow soil. As I have just told, it belongs to the oldest land mass, and lot many minerals are available, and due to the diffusion of iron content in the soil, we can find this color red and yellow. If it is more hydrated, more water content, then we can find in yellow color. Dehydrated form we can find in red color. Then comes the type of soil which is missed out is laterite soil. Okay, and this laterite soil is been spread among different places in India. Like you can see, major laterite soil can be found near Western Ghats region. Almost all these classification of soils has linked with your class 9th lesson, where we have discussed that southwest monsoon winds. Remember, southwest monsoon winds, they move towards India in this direction. Climate lesson. Southwest monsoon winds move towards India, and especially due to the Western Ghats here, Western Ghats in this region. So these clouds got struck up here, and this region receives heavy rainfall. Along with this, again we are, even here also we have discussed it. Here we have mountain peaks like Jantia, Garo and Khazi hills. One branch of southwest monsoon moved towards Arabian Sea, another branch come towards Bay of Bengal. So here, due to this mountain areas here this area also receives the heavy rainfall. Clear? So wherever we get heavy rainfall leading to continuous leaching and less humus content, these areas we can find the formation of laterite soil. So near Western Ghats region and in northeastern states region, here also we can find this laterite soil. So wherever we get heavy rainfall and good temperature, okay, heavy rainfall and high temperature, we can find it leads to the formation of the laterite soil. Hope you have understood about classification of details. Next class we will discuss in detail along with lesson reading. If you have any doubts, you can discuss with me during the Zoom session. Thank you. Take care. Bye.